Whatever we thought we were going to create, we thought we could create something of substance.
Yeah. And that's what matters the most. That's what matters the most. Because even for me, at one point in time, I kind of had to tell myself that, it didn't matter what equipment I had. Like, if you really see what I'm working with, man, it's just it's a little adapter for USB, and it's all connected to my Mac. It's not a mixer. It's not an audio interface. Yeah. It's nothing. It's just
but you're getting it done.
But I'm getting it done, and you got to be confident. At least to be what we're doing now, you got to be confident more in what you have to give out, like to put out as content, than to just really say like, I don't want to do this because, I don't have the best microphones in the world. And it's like, you don't need that, really.
You don't need that. And I mean, that comes with time. You know what I'm saying? Because what's the point of having the best microphone if you don't even know how to use the best microphone?
Exactly.
At that point. And I don't know. I find pride in the journey. You know what I mean?
Once you get shit done?
Dude, but like those steps, those steps, bro, like, cool. We're making the moves.
We're going in the right direction.
We're going in the right direction. And then sometimes with much look, like I said, on Knowledge, Nonsense, and Reasoning, we've been very fortunate. We didn't think shit was gonna move fast.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Culture and Collage. Right in front of me, I have half of the fun guys on Knowledge, Nonsense, and Reasoning. I listened to my first two episodes today. And I honestly could say that these guys have something to give out. So here's my friend Raul, my friend. We're here having a good time, having a couple Patron shots.
Well, yeah, more than a couple, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
And but yeah, man, thank you for having me here on Culture and Coladas. Very, very happy to be here.
Thank you, sir.
We've been talking about this for a while, so it's nice to finally be in a room together.
It's here, man. It's here. We're happening. I got this place set up a little bit more.
No, I like it. I like it.
Got it a little bit more set up here, but
so you ready for the season to start? You excited about these guys? What do you think?
Hey, bro. I think we're looking at a season where we gotta kind of look at what we have now as far as talent goes. I think we picked up a couple good draft pieces, and I think that we got a couple signings. Obviously, Tua is the biggest guy in town right now, so. We'll see what happens with them. I think it's gonna be nothing too far of I don't think it's gonna go too far in terms of like where the season goes in like playoffs and stuff. But I think that we get to a happy median where we can at least say like
dude, we get to a happy median.
Hey,
Tua.
We get to a good point where we see like, hey, these guys are legit. These guys need more work. Things like that, but.
I agree. I don't know. It's hard being a Dolphins fan.
Of course, man. For the past 20 years.
At least we're not the New York Knicks, right?
Yeah, the Knicks or the Jets, for that matter. Or the Jets. Or the Jets.
Who wants to be the Jets? But anyways, I don't know, man.
Dude, going back to the conversation. I'm sorry to interrupt. Going back to the conversation. I feel like what you guys have is it's funny because I'm listening. The first time I saw the podcast, I was like, shit, it's these two. Fucking Jonnathan and Raul went to school with both of them, even though it was different schools too. Like the coincidence behind it.
Yeah.
But you guys had Knowledge, Nonsense, and Reasoning, and I fell in love with the name because it's such a cool thing to be able to really speak about knowledge, nonsense, and reasoning. It kind of reminds me of armchair philosophy, where you're kind of just like. You're sitting here, we're talking, we're both just, drinking. It's a very chill conversation, and we're both talking how we both got to where we are now.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's even a conversation that you can have on Knowledge, Nonsense, and Reasoning. And, obviously the nonsense behind smoking and shit, you're going to talk some sort of shit.
I mean, even then, we make jokes about, like, serious topics, but it's not because we don't take them seriously. We do.
Yeah.
But it's fucking rough, dude. It's
rough. You gotta make light of situations.
And like if you could have a little fun with it, and if somebody could crack open a smile from it, why not? Like,
what harm does that do anybody?
Yeah, like, and it's not like the whole point of this, like why we do this and like why we say some outrageous shit sometimes. Sometimes you just want to make the other person in the room fucking laugh, bro.
Yeah.
Like
you just do some shit to get some sort of interaction out of somebody.
Yeah.
To get some sort of emotion.
But we do think it's important to have facts involved throughout that process. So we're happy that we've been able to find a happy medium so far. Obviously, we're still finding our voice. We're still learning. Mm-hmm. But season 1, we've been very happy with.
Are you guys gonna break this up into seasons?
We are gonna break this up into seasons. But right now, season 1 is in full effect.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. And what made you guys come up to that decision though? Like.
So we see that we have a very specific demographic that we've been focusing on, which is the artists and whatnot, and we feel that there's a lot more, and then we have some production value changes that we have coming up as well that we're not too ready to talk about.
You guys want to give yourself a schedule, like you guys want to plan it out. You guys want to be able to plan.
We want to plan things out. We have other projects that we have that we are ready to undertake as well. We have a couple short films that we're working on, and then we have basically a production studio that we're trying to get launched off the ground.
That's dope.
And and the podcast is essential to that as well. But it is a springboard at the end of the day.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
So we give ourselves a break, and we want to give the audience a chance to catch up. We push out a lot of content, and some of our shit's kind of long. Mm-hmm. So we want people to enjoy it. We think that we create good content, and we don't want people to just miss it because they get overwhelmed by everything just being pushed out at them.
Yeah.
If you see too much of the same thing, you don't want any part of it anymore. Mm-hmm. You don't want to have peaks every day. Shoot, some people don't even want to have the same girlfriend every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And bro, I mean, just to think about it, man. Like, you were telling me a little while ago about
God damn, these nachos are good.
I'll cut it back, yeah.
And action.
But no, man. I mean, I was listening to the J Mill.
J Millie.
Yeah, dude.
Feast mode. Don't miss it.
There's your boy.
Pray, lead single. You don't want to miss it.
There's your boy.
There's a plug.
That's a plug. That's a nice plug too. It's a good plug too. I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, man. I mean, I just think that you guys have it comes off as comfortable. Like you guys are very comfortable. You guys are very like it's you don't mind saying what it is that you want to say because it's exactly what it is. You guys are comfortable in your own shoes. I guess is what I'm trying to.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, and I'm gonna throw that back at you as well. That's actually why I'm here, because man, you don't water it down, and I appreciate that. A lot of people do these days. Sometimes we think about watering it down, if I'm being honest with you, because sometimes we do say some erratic things, and the internet is a very sensitive community, as we find out. Fuck those people. But
I don't think anybody should stop you.
Something that we realize, see, that's where we're getting to now. That we're realizing we can't please everybody.
You can't please everybody.
It's not possible.
And sometimes it's okay to start. It's okay to do what it is that you want to do, and then see who likes it, and then that grows. Yeah. I've heard a lot of people that. I think Rogan said it himself. They were like, "Hey, how'd you become like so successful at what it is that you're doing with the podcast and stuff?" He's like, "Dude, if you do anything for 6 years, you're bound to have somebody like you. You're bound to have somebody listen to you.
Yeah, somebody's going to be about your shit.
Somebody's going to like your shit. And I think at that point, you kind of have to look at that and say, well, you know what? I mean, it's hard at first. Because you're just looking for so many people to like you.
Or at least somebody.
At least somebody to like you and pick it up.
And you're there investing in yourself. And you're like, I'm here investing in myself. Nobody wants to invest in me. Am I investing in the right bet? Did I bet on the right horse? And it's scary when you're doubting the horse that you bet on, and you are that horse.
And it sucks. Yeah, I get it. But you know what? It's just that. It's just you got to be comfortable. And it sounds like you guys are comfortable.
Thank you
and
so much.
And that's what I like about the show. That's what I really liked about the show.
I mean,
it was one of the notes.
Look, we're best friends. We send each other at our highest highs, our lowest lows. Mm-hmm. We know it. We live it. And, we trust each other. Mm-hmm. That's honestly what it is. We trust each other to have each other's back, and we're committed. Mm-hmm. Well, in the middle of a pandemic, we lost our jobs, but really they were
still fucking doing it.
They were dead end anyway. So look, if the world didn't end, this shit wouldn't have happened.
It's the energy, dude. It's the energy.
It's the energy, bro.
Like I was telling you, I'm a big proprietor of like mental health and energies and stuff like that. And I feel like if you had this energy, where this whole quarantine happened, and you're stuck at home and you're like, fuck, I don't know how I'm gonna make my ends meet. I don't know how I'm gonna put food on the fucking table. All right, this is a problem. If you don't,
it's the biggest problem.
You can have that energy for a little bit because it's okay to stress things. I've noticed this.
Yeah.
It's okay to stress things. But if if all you're doing is stressing things and you're keeping things at status quo, dude, you gotta change shit up.
You're not getting shit done.
You're not getting anything done by that.
Shit done.
You're not getting anything done. So if that energy is just constant, like, oh God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And you're not thinking to yourself, well, I could try this, but you're like, no.
Yeah.
Dude, if you don't try something,
you gotta try something.
You gotta try something.
And that's a problem, and that's a big problem that I'm sure a lot of people face.
100%.
I speak from experience that sometimes I'm like, I want to go. Okay, like you pivot. You know what I mean? Like when you play basketball,
yeah,
you
pivot. You get that one foot, and you can move it wherever you want. But you're everywhere.
But you're not moving anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not moving to a new location. I guess what I'm stating, because you still have that foot planted.
You got to dribble.
Yeah.
Or pass it off.
You got to do something, man, or follow through.
Or shoot. Yeah. Fuck it.
But you got to do something, and I think that's a problem that a lot of people face, and especially in such uncertain times.
It's hard. It's
I
hard.
don't blame anybody though for like not. I mean, like, you know what I mean, like for, in a general.
Mm-hmm.
In a general sense, general, right? In a general sense, it's like, dude, like you can't blame a community at this point for fucking feeling demoralized.
Of course not.
But that's where you gotta go deeper to the person. And look, right now is not the time to be rah, pull up your bootstraps. But hey, even if you try something, it doesn't work out. You tried something, so that opens the opportunity to try something else.
100%.
Because you made the first step. It's not about the success of things, and I by far am not a successful person in my own in my own views right now. Am I succeeding for the time being? I think
for what you define as success, yes.
No, I think I'm succeeding, and by that I mean I'm going the trajectory of what I define success, but I'm not. But I'm nowhere near that yet. Mm-hmm. But you have to appreciate the journey, man.
Yeah, no, and the journey,
and that's the thing. People think that the journey is supposed to lead straight into success. It does not, my friend. Mm-hmm. You're there. Oh shit! I crashed into that corner. You gotta back up. You gotta pop a U-turn. But fuck it, you got one block farther than you were before. 100%. And it's exhausting though, and it's intimidating.
It's funny because you said that analogy, you used that analogy of crashing and coming in. It's funny because I mean, realistically, it plays along to the long run of things because, dude, you could be successful, you can reach success, and you can fail. You can fail. That's the tough part.
At any moment, too.
At any moment, and you'll never know.
Titans much bigger than you and I could ever dream of being have failed in epic proportions. And it happens swiftly. And that's the thing. It happens swiftly.
You don't see it until it's too late.
I feel like the bigger the bigger you are, the faster the fall is. You know what I'm saying? Like who really, like, for the most part, I'm saying, like, sure, there are some people that their demise happens slow, but
yeah,
overall, when you hear about a really rich person like getting fucked, it happens.
Crystalia. Crystalia.
Overnight, bro. Even then, like, look at Epstein. Like, Epstein. That demise happened over a long time.
It did. It
but
was a long time
no one
coming.
really cared until that one swift moment
where he actually killed himself.
Quote unquote.
Bro,
quote unquote. Whatever. Bro, we're gonna leave that there.
I'm leaving that there.
We're gonna leave that there.
Leaving that there.
That was a horrible example. I'm sorry. That was bad.
It's funny, man. You say that about best friends and stuff, and I appreciate it because, bro, I do the first episode was me and my best friend George.
Yeah.
And George, like, he does his own videos and stuff, and I've always told him, it's like, dude, it's all about fucking man hours. Like, whatever you put into it, it's man hours. If you're spending hours a day learning and doing things, which, by the way, I'm sorry, he's not here right now because he actually got caught with about 14 cases of child pedophilia. Okay, so he's not here today. We're sorry. I'll see what I can do. I think they said it was like child pedophilia and like some rape allegations. I'm sorry about that, George, but
they caught him down the street from the school.
Yeah. So
which school? The school.
The school. So I don't know if he's gonna get out of jail anytime soon, but regardless, we're keeping him in our thoughts. We're keeping
playpen somewhere, right?
We're keeping him in our thoughts. So
thoughts and prayers.
So going into it, he I told him, it's like, you can spend hours and hours and hours trying to make up the money that you can for a fucking nice ass camera, or you can spend the hours and hours and hours on doing your videos and then learning how to make those videos look better with the wonderful world of editing and how editing can be so frustrating and at the same time so accomplishing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, with the editing, it's like at first it was a tough learning curve for me, but it got so easy afterwards. Yeah. It got so easy afterwards.
Yeah.
And it's just, and you look at that as part of the journey, and you look at you look at those little things like part of the journey, and then when you suck at something and you see a failure that you may have failed at, you're like, God damn it, like whatever. But now you learn.
Yeah, and at that point you take it personal. At least I take it personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my writing was, I always had a fondness for it, but like my writing has gotten much better throughout this whole process.
Let's take a shot for that, my friend.
Absolutely.
You want to?
Let's absolutely take a shot.
But so what kind of writing is it that you do?
Lots of script writing. We have a couple films. This I can actually talk about.
Okay.
We have a couple films in the works right now. Jonnathan's taking a lead on it, and I've put in support wherever he's needed me to. We will be directing, and just both of our writing. I feel as a team, but we're each finding our own voices as well.
That's cool.
Through being a team, and you see it. See, like his is definitely
cheers to that.
More. More. I would say it's more optimistic.
Yeah.
But also with a sense of erraticness, like he's able to manipulate it to a point of being optimistic, but then erratic with that same energy that might be on the whole other turn side of optimism. That's where I think mine is more consistent, but it's more pedal. Like mine is more somber, more based in reality type of situations. Like day-to-day, very small day-to-day adventures.
Okay.
You know what I'm
saying? Like
going
to the store and seeing something that interests you,
exactly.
and you pick at that and you think of that for a little
exactly.
bit.
And more poetry-based as well. Stuff like that, but we're finding our voices. And then through that, we're learning from each other as a team. No, like this doesn't work without me and Jonnathan. Yeah. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. You yourself don't you don't work if it's not with your best friend and being able to
vice versa.
Creative mind.
Yeah, and we're starting to undertake our own little side hustles, side projects here and there, where maybe we might even be working on the same project, but in different sectors of it. But overall, we definitely influence each other's voices in that, and I couldn't ask for a better partner.
That's good. That's awesome. That's awesome. Just having that trust in your best friend.
You have to, man. Dude, that's my partner.
It's your brother.
That's my brother, and obviously, hey, we fight, bro. We bicker, we fight. But guess what? We're a team.
Of course.
We're a team, and now we're bonded by something that's bigger than us.
That's yeah. I understand that 100%. And you know what it is? It's also, bro, it's a group. You become a group.
Yeah.
You like, it's like you become this group, and I'm sure like Jonnathan didn't have any quarrels with meeting your friends. You didn't have any quarrels meeting Jonathan's friends and things like that, and vice versa.
Yeah, man, and it helped that we've been friends for years. Like, it's not just some random person I walked into the studio with. And we chose to do this, and bro, we've sacrificed to make this happen.
That's the best. It's man hours. Man
hours, finances, dollar bill, bro, dude. Man, there's days where we each have like we need to buy a microphone, but we buy it and we have like $5 left in our bank account.
And you're like, fuck it.
We're getting a microphone.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work out.
Dude, it's about how could you expect anybody to believe in your goals if you don't?
That's 100% true. That is 100% true.
It doesn't work that way.
It's funny, man, because I used to be. I mean, it's been a couple years now where I used to struggle. I used to struggle with problems.
Yeah.
And
it's a fun time, bro. I can see it.
Yeah. It was fun when it lasted.
Yeah.
And it was just an interesting thought because, man, at one point in time, it's like, you kind of have to get off of it. You know what I mean? You have to.
The ride doesn't last forever.
The ride never lasts forever.
It can't.
It doesn't.
It can't.
It can't. And it was a tug of war for me because I mean, you'd have 1 week where I'd go without it, and then in that next week I'd be like, oh well, it's been a week. And then you settle for little victories like that, but it's not even victories, bro. It's not victories.
It's literally basic responsibility.
You're coming back to it.
Yeah,
you're coming back to it,
bro. I could definitely relate to that. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, for sure. I definitely struggle with that situation.
Yeah,
it's just so much fun.
It's too much. It's too much fun at times.
It's too much fun, and then also like the variations of people you could do it with.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because like there's like with your friends, and then like there's like.
Random strangers,
and then like, oh hey, it's just me and a girl. Wow, that's a fucking great time.
Yeah. But it's just like,
but it's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not sustainable, and it's just,
dude,
it's not worth it.
In no way, shape, or form do I ever condemn anybody. Like I've been around people that do it, like while in front of me, and I'm just there like, oh, whatever, and like like I haven't done it in a while, but I mean, realistically, it's just. It's always a fun time whether you're on it or whether like somebody's on it around you and you're just talking to them, because normally I'm a talkative person. I'm a really talkative person.
You have a very soothing talking voice, by the way.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Should I start ASMR? Should I do some ASMR, dude?
Bro, dude, I'll fucking produce it. Absolutely.
Dude, some ASMR.
Yeah, bro. Nah, man, it's nice. I hate hearing myself talk. I don't know why, dude. I feel like
Everybody does.
Bro, like
even me.
Dude, I feel like mine is all just like this is all like long nights and cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Like
long nights and going man.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still stuck in like maybe like a 16-year-old voice that just never got over like. It's a weird. I don't know, man. I have a weird voice when I listen to it, bro.
Bro. You have a cool.
I have a weird voice when I listen to it.
No, man. I hear me talking like, "Yo, somebody put that cat in a box, bro."
That's funny as shit. That's funny as shit.
So whatever. At least my words sound nice.
Yeah.
I at least have nice words sometimes, right? I guess. I don't know what it is.
Nah, man, I get it. I feel like that's everybody though, because I remember the first time George and I podcasted. Man, this was so funny. I remember the first time George and I podcasted, and I was like,
well, so I know. Sorry to interrupt you, but I know that you guys took a hiatus. So when did you start, and what made you take that hiatus?
We took a hiatus because I was still really unexperienced with it, and it was something that I was interested in because I'm studying mass communications. That's my journey. That's my pathway, and I'm studying mass communications, and I wanted to do something with being on the radio, and I wanted to do something with being more like just podcasting and stuff like that. But being who I am, I mean, I wanted to do a sense of journalism because I always thought it was cool to meet new people, and I always thought it was cool to be able to say like, "Hey, this fucking happened." But it's always cool. It's always cool like that. And I really liked that pathway, and that's what I started doing. So I was only at my error was at the time I was only listening to one podcast.
Which one?
The Dan Le Batard show, radio station.
Yeah.
Love Le Batard, bro.
Oh no, I like him too, but
love Le Batard. It's
so that's the one that you chose as your template.
Yeah. So I kind of tried formatting in this very office. I tried formatting my my podcast to be like the Dan Le Batard show. Didn't end up working out clearly because we just had a lot of different characters on the show, and it wasn't characters that I knew were gonna fit. Not that I didn't know, but it seemed like now in hindsight, they didn't fit. You know, they didn't fit the show, and
well, yeah, because that's a sports commentary show,
and that was the only exactly.
That's a radio show too.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that's something that we could honestly relate to. Because with our show on SiriusXM, sorry, I'm going to do a shameless plug real quick. Hey guys, channel 145, SiriusXM, Slam Radio, Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock. Knowledge, Nonsense, and Reasoning, exclusive radio show.
You heard it here, you heard it here first, goons. You heard it here first.
With that said,
yeah.
So that's something that we went through at first because we were treating the radio show like a podcast.
And you can't.
It's not the same shit, dude. It's not the same thing.
Because it's a radio show and they make it the podcast because they cut off the music that they can't.
Yeah, and not even that. Like, we got hired. We got hired for us to talk, like, for me and Jay. Mm-hmm. And the thing is that we have so many interesting people that we want to talk to, and some people that had such good purposes and, like, good intentions that we're like, yo, we want to, give you this opportunity to talk about your stuff. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing. This isn't a podcast. It's a radio show. We didn't get hired to bring people on. We got hired for what Jay and I can create. And it's a little and it's a strange feeling to be told that. Cuz it's a little humbling, but at the same time, it's a little boost in the ego, like, hey bro, fuck all that shit. We want you guys. Yeah. But see, it's not even a small victory because that's what we were hired to do anyway. Mm-hmm. And we just didn't understand the job. Yeah. So, luckily, we got that feedback, and we turned it around. But we produced two very different shows at this point. Yeah. Because it's a radio show. Mm-hmm. And then it goes back to what you were saying about the podcast. It's tough. It's tough. And then we started back up, I think in May. No, it was... Yeah, you guys took like a few months off, right? It was late April. Yeah, we took a few months off because this was happening. So what, COVID? Well, yeah. I mean, COVID, no, because even then we were doing it on Zoom anyway. Heard. So we could have kept going on with COVID, but no, I actually didn't want to do it because I was dealing with all this, like just like focusing on the office and stuff, and then I had a couple things going on at work that it was just a couple things that we just stopped working, and the schedules weren't aligning. Heard. So I was like, all right, hey, look, let's take what we took. Let's get this small sample size, like the small sample size that we just used. Let's take this into consideration before we start up again.
And yeah, I mean, here we are.
Bro,
Fucking, we're in it.
Hey man, I like your little studio. I like it. I think that, bro, it's very homely. I think. Look, I think that you have a bitchin' little setup here.
Thank you, sir.
Frankly.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And thank you for having me over, by the way.
Hey,
I appreciate
it's a pleasure,
it.
my friend. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
It's always a pleasure.
This is my first guest appearance, so.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first, fellas.
Breaking news. You heard it first. Yeah, man. But this is cool, and I think it's great that that you instilled some of your personal Funkos in this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You don't want to forget what the fuck you're doing here.
I wanted to keep this. I wanted to keep this a little bit of myself. So this actually changed. I had this is. So basically, you got Jimi Hendrix, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I wanted to have to put some of my boy stuff too, because my boy sells clothing. LLXMIA right here, baby. And then
XMIA.
And then we
that's a cool fucking hat.
Yeah, dude, nice little trucker hat, baby. He got it. He made them, and it's funny, bro. Even my dad's a trucker, so he was like, "Dude, this shit's fucking banging, son."
No,
I'm like, "Yeah,
that's just banging, son." Nice.
I love it. The sunshine.
That's awesome.
State,
hey, man, you gotta support your friends.
Of course,
you gotta
That's always
support
as well. And then I got the lava lamp just for being a fucking hippie.
Just for being a hippie. No, man, no. It's very soothing in here.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's very disarming. I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it's a nice room for somebody to come into and be like, oh, this is where I'm gonna podcast. Like, oh, okay, cool. I don't mind sitting down having a drink or two.
No, absolutely, bro. Brother's content is nice. It's very so for sure.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So what led you to first deciding I want to
just be in it?
Like podcasting. Like, you kind of heard our story already. World ended. We didn't have many other options. Fuck it. Give me a microphone. Yeah. But no, yours started a little bit before that.
I was bro. This is funny. I was playing. I was like maybe like 8 or 9 years old. I was playing Madden. Yeah. And so in my room in my house, I used to live on like 8th Street and 137.
Oh yeah.
And I used to live there. And
what's living there like, dude? I feel like that shit's just.
Yeah, it sucked because we had to, like, whenever my mom and I when I first started working, we always had to take 8th Street and 137th, and it was always a bitch
to like get on because people always fucking.
That shit sucks. The traffic sucks. But like, it was cool because we were actually able to, like, my dad and I used to walk on Sunday mornings to like Publix.
Oh,
and
that's
just get ourselves Cuban bread, little cafecito and shit.
That's nice.
Yeah, you feel me? Like the plaza was right there, so it was pretty easy to get things. It was always cool to fucking my neighborhood too. And just go to the gas station or go to Publix and have whatever.
Bro, I love living in the suburbs.
It's fun. It's
but
fun.
You were playing Madden when you were 8 or 9.
I was playing Madden and I didn't have a room at the time. I used to sleep on my living room couch.
Okay.
Because the lady that takes care of my sister has cerebral palsy.
Okay.
So I was she was living downstairs. She was living in my room. In my room, what was my room. She was living there so she could take care of my sister.
What was my room?
Yeah.
Very, very Shakespearean of you. Who was my room?
What was the room?
What was it?
What was the living quarters of Young John?
Young John.
Young John used to live in the living quarters.
Sir Young John.
Oh gosh,
John the lad.
The caretaker must take the living quarters of John.
Court jester John.
The court jester.
Oh, so you were on the couch.
Yeah. So I used to live on the couch, bro. I used to sleep on the couch, and it was cool because my parents were like, well, fuck it, if we have to give him a room, it's gotta be, if we're gonna give him the couch, I guess we gotta let him take the PlayStation there too. So I took the PlayStation and I had a banging ass TV, like playing at night and shit.
You're living the dream. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. I was like 11 years old. I was like, I'm 24 with back pain now.
Fuck it, bro. We're all 24 with back pain in some way or another.
Yeah,
don't sweat it, bro.
It's not a big deal. So
and my knees, and these little knees of mine. Bro?
I just got operated on.
Oh, what the fuck happened, dude?
ACL, baby.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's another story for another time.
Another story for another time. Sorry. Sorry, dude. I'm very all over the place.
I still get pissed off at it. That's the problem.
Oh, heard. Okay, we're not talking about it. Nothing's breaking. Including these news.
But I was playing Madden, and my dad's a truck driver, so my dad will wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning to like go up for work and stuff.
Heard.
So one time it was like a summer night, and I'm there playing Madden, but I'm calling the game myself. So I'm just like, fucking Ryan Tannehill takes the ball to the left, gives it to Ronnie Brown. Ronnie Brown runs 20 yards, nice little gain for Ronnie Brown. And then like at that time they would show the stats and shit, so I'd be like, damn, Ronnie Brown was able to, last year had a very impressive year, like my own little commentating on it. I was a little faggot, whatever.
No,
but like,
fuck it, cool.
like it became a thing where my dad came in and he was like, "Yo, if that's what you want to do, you can do it, you know." And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." And I mean, ever since then, I've never really how would I say this? I would never haven't not have a love for this. I guess like I've never not had a love for recording, and like ever since when I first got my car, the first thing I was doing was listening to like ESPN radio and shit,
Wow.
and like other radio stations, and then podcasting became as big as it was.
Yeah, no,
and
podcasting is just revolutionary, dude. I mean,
dude, Marin, Rogan, like all those guys.
Look, honestly, I just got into podcasts like this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I knew of them. Okay, like I knew of them because I like Marin, but I like his show, not the podcast. Like, the actual show. I never got into it because like I guess how do I say this? I didn't have the mental maturity to appreciate it.
Yeah, I understand because he's a comedian, and even his comedy's like that.
Yeah, but like podcasting. Okay, like listening to podcasts was something I gradually went into. I like talk shows and I like stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
But like, I'll say like 3 hours long. I'll be like, fuck, okay.
Yeah.
Because like I'll be looking at the super popular ones like most people do when they're getting into something new. If I would have known that there's podcasts out there that was like 45 minutes, half hour, I probably would have gotten into it a lot faster.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. So then, yeah, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's the one I got into.
3 hours long, but it's interesting.
Bro, but it's a fucking best, dude. It's the best.
It's interesting
it's
as fuck,
so
bro.
interesting.
That guy's a shit. Rogies?
Oh, dude, I tag him on my shit on Instagram all the time. I know he doesn't see any of it. I don't fucking care. But I'm gonna keep doing it.
Everybody looks at that shit, dude.
But I'm gonna keep doing it, bro.
Yeah.
I had a fan page already follow me.
Oh, that's dope.
That's fucking, bro.
That's dope.
Hey, it's the little victories for sure.
Dude, it's insane how much of a... No, I don't want to say cult, but like it's a cult. Like people that...
Dude,
like,
Joe Rogan's a fucking icon.
He's an icon. I think it's a...
Dude, who has 1 billion downloads? Who does that?
There's... Bro, who has a $150 million contract from Spotify, bro?
Dude, who, bro?
He's revolutionary. It's revolutionary.
He inspires me every day.
Yeah?
Absolutely, bro. This guy, man, look, come on. He grew up fucking single mom in the middle of fucking Boston, dude. Mm-hmm. Come on, bro.
He doesn't. It's funny. I really don't feel like he resembles in any way, shape, or form Boston.
I don't even think maybe physically, but like he lost the accent a long time ago.
Yeah,
he lost the accent a long time ago. I'm sure.
I don't feel like he has any ties to it.
I mean, I just think he moved on.
Yeah.
I just think that he's a nomad at heart. Again, fuck do I know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, okay, think about it. He left to go to Los Angeles. Then he left to Los Angeles, went to Colorado, back to Los Angeles. Now he's leaving Los Angeles to go to Texas. That doesn't sound like somebody...
It's a cool fucking nomad to me, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Los Angeles is the shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Colorado's beautiful. I've never been to Texas. Have you?
No, I've never left the state of Florida.
Yeah, I was like that for a couple years, but damn, really?
Yeah.
Orlando?
Oh, no, I've been all over Florida. I know Florida from the Panhandle. Mm-hmm. I just never left. Never had the opportunity. Man. Yeah, bro.
It should. It's interesting.
Oh, no, I definitely plan on it. And we Knowledge Nonsense and Reasoning definitely plan on it in the near future.
Of course, dude.
We definitely have some stuff in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, if I'm not asking you to spoil it, but what I am gonna say is, dude, if Colorado's in the plans, bro, definitely take Colorado.
Nothing's confirmed, just everything's set.
Yeah.
But nothing's full confirmation. Everything could change at a moment's notice, but the intention is definitely there.
Yeah. I get you.
We're little nomads at heart too, even if we haven't been able to go too far.
That shit's awesome.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I don't know, Joe Rogan, dude. So then it starts fucking doing construction. Who the fuck? Like,
he started doing construction? What do you mean?
He was doing construction. Yeah, bro. When he was like 18 and shit, he was doing construction. 18, 19 years old.
What? That's right.
And then he got into stand. And then he was very good at martial arts. Then he started doing stand up, being good at that. And then I think that's where everybody's path diverges.
Yeah. Once you get to...
His problem was he had too many things he was good at.
I wish that was my problem.
You know what I'm saying? He's like,
I had that fucking problem.
Okay, I could be a world-class fighter, but fuck it, I'm pretty funny too.
Yeah. Damn, that's
so cool. He just decided to go even funnier and focus on being funny. And then, but here's the thing, he's also very smart and he pursued things he wanted to do.
He's got a way for
and something that I admire, to like piggyback off the whole difference of a radio show and a podcast. he doesn't act the same way, and when he commentates UFC, he's not acting like at the podcast. And when he does the podcast, he's not acting like a stand-up. And you see that it's the same person. Mm-hmm. It's the same foundation.
It's hard to believe.
But you see the separation of, I guess, identity. I don't want to say identity, but the persona, I guess.
Yeah.
The different personas that he has to perceive.
I mean, you have to. Man.
Yeah, but yeah, but fuck that. Think about how many people try to fucking. Think about how many actors. How many actors do you know that play the same role in every single movie?
Oh my God, La Piedra, The Rock.
Come on,
The Rock,
bro.
Kevin Hart.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. Yo, did you see the whole thing? Did you see the video, the meme that it's like, it's like 2020 can't surprise me. It's him with hair.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Bro, shit's fucked up, dude. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But like, what? A lot of like even Keanu Reeves for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even when he did try to play different characters, like it was the same fucking guy.
You gotta stick to what works.
So obviously, I get it. So imagine seeing someone being able to talk professionally at such a high level in so many diverse ways. Mm-hmm. How could you like we're trying to do what we're doing here? How could you not be inspired?
There's definitely a sense of inspiration, and I guess the main goal, if you really want to put it like this, I guess the main goal is to be a busy fucking man. Be a busy man.
For sure.
Have to wait, maybe
but not too busy though.
Yeah, not too busy.
Like,
have free time.
No, not even that. That you're not paying attention to what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, because I mean, bro, like you could be like The Rock. Apparently, The Rock is like one of the hardest workers in like Hollywood because all he does is just movies. Yeah. But then like what you're saying, you could be like Joe, where you feel like that guy's probably busy a lot. But I mean, bro, realistically, he's doing things that he fucking loves. Yeah. Like the podcasting, that's fucking dope. Like,
bro, he talks to whoever the fuck he wants to talk to.
He talks to whoever he wants to talk to. But then when he goes to commentate UFC, he might not want to be there. It definitely is like feeling like you're having a job. But I mean, realistically, he's talking about things that he knows, like MMA
but
that he's watching.
But even though, but that's something that he's passionate about. Remember?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, he started working for them in the mid-90s. And then, so he started working for them very, very cheap. And then he actually had to stop working for them for a few years because it wasn't worth it.
Yeah,
financially speaking, it wasn't worth it. So then what happened was so then a few years later, they're like, we'll give you front row seats to all the events. Just, come commentate. Fuck it, And then they were like, we'll pay you this much to be the commentator again. And he took it.
Yeah. And it's at his terms too, because he doesn't go to all of them. He goes to the ones that
bro.
I think before he used to commentate on the Ultimate Series, the Ultimate Fighter Series, and then now he's just doing UFC, like just the pay-per-views, not the fight nights or anything.
And not even like all of them either. Yeah.
So,
bro, that guy's busy, dude. He has a lot of shit going on. Have you seen his studio in Texas?
I did see it. It was nice as hell. Nice as hell.
That shit looks insane.
Nice as hell.
Yeah.
It's nice, man. Yeah. It's nice. I mean, fuck. I wish I had that fucking budget to be able to.
That shit looks crazy.
Do everything.
That shit looks crazy, bro.
That shit does look fucking insane, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, hey, look, bro. I want to say I am very excited to see where you and Jonnathan lead this. I want you to talk to me about all these future endeavors. Bro, it was great having you on the show. Plug yourself in again if you want to. Absolutely.
Hey, guys. My name's Raul. I'm from Knowledge, Nonsense, and Reasoning. Find us on Instagram, KNR Podcast. Mine is Raul_solo33. We're on YouTube, KNR Podcast, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, your girlfriend's iPad, the news, everywhere. We'll be there. Find us. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on, man.
And thank you for listening to Culture and Coladas, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next time.